guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Punumi, and on this channel I share sewing content, DIY craft and things like that. So if you're into that kind of content, please consider subscribing. And for my recent videos, you would see that I've also started incorporating some vlogs, and you'd also see that I recently relocated to Canada, and I also recently got a new sewing machine. I'm really super excited about that. I haven't used it yet, but I've already started planning my patterns and preparing my fabrics that I'm going to use to sew. So I am also building my sewing arsenal, my sewing tools from scratch. So in this video, I like to share with you basic sewing tools for beginners. Like if you're just starting out sewing and you don't know what to get, you must have these basic tools. Okay, so these are the things that I'm using to build up my sewing toolbox from scratch. So let's get right into it. Okay, so I'm going to introduce these things in no particular order because they're equally important. You cannot sew without these things. Okay, so if you have your fabric and you have the sewing machine, what else do I need? These are the items I'm going to be sharing with you. Okay, so the first thing here are threads. Okay, so I got black, white, brown and navy blue threads. I feel like black, brown, gray are the basic colors. So start out with neutral colors. You don't have to go out and buy all the colors of the rainbows to start sewing. Just buy your basic black thread. Trust me, most of the time I only use black and white thread. Okay, so you need threads to sew. You need a chalk or a marker, any tool to mark your fabric. So I got this pencils. They come in 3 colors, blue, pink and white. So you can get any tool for marking, tailor's chalk, pencils, but I got pencils. Okay, next up, you need a set of bobbins. Okay, your sewing machine usually comes with maybe a set of 4 bobbins, but you need more because a good tip for sewing fast and effectively is to have several bobbins wounded up with your thread you're using. Okay, so that you don't have to take out your bobbin and then wind the bobbin and put it back. You already have a complete, like a certain amount of bobbin already threaded. Okay, so get yourself a set of bobbin cases, and you also need to take the one that's appropriate for your sewing machine. There's the metal type and then there's the plastic type. My sewing machine needs a plastic type, although I think that metal is more effective. I find that these plastic ones, they break a lot. I don't know, they just get weak and they break. But if you use like a metal bobbin for a machine that's for a plastic bobbin, it's gonna spoil the machine quickly. So just buy the one appropriate for your sewing machine. Okay, next up, I got pins. I got glass head pins because I find out the other ones, what are they called? Pearl heads. They're called pearl heads, but I don't know, they melt when you're trying to iron something together with a pin. So with glass heads, you can iron your fabric while it's pinned down. So I got this pack of pins. I think it says 250 pins in here, so this would go a long way. Okay, next up, you need scissors. I'm so happy I got this one. I've been wanting to get like strong metal shears like this ones, and I don't know how much were there. The price is not on the pack, but they were quite pricey, and I'm just like, you know what, let me just take it because they would last longer, and I think they're easier to sharpen than the regular plastic ones. So get yourself a good pair of scissors that you can only use for fabric. Okay, so you need 2 sets of scissors for fabric, and if you work with patterns, you need a pattern or paper scissors. Don't use the same scissors for fabrics as papers because it's going to make the scissors blunt quickly. Okay, so have dedicated sets of scissors for fabric and for other things like threads and paper and stuff. Okay, so I got myself a good pair of scissors. I love this pair. I'm gonna enjoy. Okay, let's leave this. Okay, next up, you need seam ripper. No matter how many years you've been sewing or how professional you think you are going to find yourself reaching out for a pair of seam rippers every now, in fact every time you sew. So seam rippers. You need seam rippers. Very, very, very important. I cannot, in fact, I shouldn't talk too much because you would find out yourself, okay, as you sew, that you need seam rippers. So seam ripper as well as snips. Okay, these two I always have on my sewing table while I'm sewing, for snipping out small threads while you sew. So snips and a seam ripper in addition to your scissors. Okay, next up, very important, you need measuring tape. I love measuring in inches, but I think this one also has centimeters and inches. I love inch because I've made the mistake several times of buying measuring tape that only had centimeter, and I get home like, what, this doesn't look right. Because I like measuring in inches. It's what I'm used to. So get yourself a measuring tape. Basic one is usually like 60 inches. Okay, so measuring tape is very important because you need to measure multiple times and cut once. Okay, if you cut without measuring appropriately, it's gonna be a flop. Okay, so measuring tape is very important. And you also need sewing machine needles in different sizes and different types. So I got what's it called, a ballpoint needle for stretchy and knit fabrics, and I also got a normal sewing machine needle in size 14. This is the perfect size for like medium to lightweight fabrics, and that's what I usually sew with. So in the future I'll get size, I don't know, size 8 for finer light fabrics, or size 18 for like heavy denim fabrics and things like that. So get yourself sewing machine needles. Okay, so the other two items I have here are rulers. Okay, I have a French curve and a basic long ruler. At home back in South Africa I had like a metallic ruler. I wish I brought it along with me, but I didn't have a metallic ruler in the store, and I'm just gonna have to manage this wooden one. I really don't like it that much, but you definitely need a ruler when you're cutting out fabrics or adjusting your patterns and things like that. So you need a ruler, a good long ruler, a long one. I recommend a long one. It will really serve you well. And a French curve. Especially if you're into pattern making, you need a French curve to draft out your armhole, your hip curve, and all the curvy areas in your body. So I got myself French curve. All right, so those are all the items I got to start out to sew from scratch all over again. And I don't see anything else that I need immediately or urgently right now. So I believe that with these tools, except maybe if you're designing one or so, requires like things like buttons, elastic, zippers, clips, then you get those. Okay, but for now I just want to start out with sewing things without fasteners. Okay, I think that's it, guys. That's all you need. So these things are not very expensive, and they're really essential basics for sewing. So don't stress about breaking the bank when you need to sew. Okay, sewing is quite expensive when it comes to buying fabrics and stuff, but the essentials to get yourself started are not expensive. So don't break a bank going buying all the things that you think you need but you really wouldn't need immediately while you're starting out. Okay, so thank you so much for watching this video. That's it for today. Subscribe to my channel for more sewing and vlog content. I'll be sharing with you how I set up my new sewing space and things like that, so watch out for those. Like this video, share the video to anyone who you know is thinking of starting out to sew and don't know what to get. In fact, just share the video. Okay. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.